Hey guys, welcome to Step 18. In this step, I'm going to share with you branding secrets of the top earning consultants in Moab and also how you can possibly leverage a $100 million brand in this industry. Let's have a look. Before we get started, less than 24% of people make it to this step, so keep on going. We've only got a few more steps left and then you can start promoting. So here's what we're going to learn in this step. I'm going to first of all show you how you can brand yourself to maximize your sales and profit. We're going to look at the secrets behind brand you. I'm also going to share with you why branding is so important. Why do all top earners build their own brand and then promote their business on the back end? And then last of all, we're going to look at how do you develop your unique selling proposition. So when you start promoting Moab, why should someone start with you as opposed to anyone else? What can you offer? There's actually a lot you can offer, so we're going to talk about that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you to a segment that I did at one of our 3-day training events. We had several hundred people in the room, and I took people through a few different things. Number one, I took them through the 3 earning levels within Moab. So when you're brand new, where should you first start out, and where do you graduate to become a top earner? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the concept of positioning devices. I'm also going to share with you in that segment how to get launched into much bigger, wider circles of influence in this industry. And then last of all, how you can align your brand when you're starting out with an already established, proven brand, a brand that has done over $100 million in this industry. And that's going to give you instant credibility and also instant authority. So let's have a look. Get into some actual training here about promoting Moab and about becoming a top earner. You just saw a whole bunch of people come up here on stage and get their checks, some several hundred thousand, some over $1 million. What do you think is the biggest difference between those people and you? What do you think is the biggest difference?
Take action.
Take action, but what else? What do they have that you don't right now? The vast majority of them, and I'm talking about the people who have made multiple 6 figures and even 7 figures. What do they have? They have branding, but they also have, a lot of them have their own business that they promote on the front end and then Moab is on the back end. In other words, they have their own videos, some of them even have their own products, they do their own webinars, but they have their own business on the front end. And I want to talk to you about that because when you have your own marketing assets, like your own products, your own videos, these are really what we call positioning devices. So I want you to write this down. Positioning in this niche is about the most important thing that you can do. You need to position yourself so that you stand out head and shoulders above all of your competition. And there's a lot of competition out there. But making yourself stand out, it's actually not that hard. Because just about everyone does the exact same thing. Everyone gets their affiliate link and they promote. But if you can start to put together your own information marketing business on the front end, it's very easy for you to stand out. So positioning is a marketing strategy that aims to make a brand or person occupy a distinct position relative to competitors in the mind of a customer. In other words, the most important question you can ever answer in your business is, why should someone choose to do business with you? What do you bring to the table? What do you offer that's different, that's unique? You know, when I started in November 2008, I asked myself that question. I thought, what do I bring to the table? Why should someone start with me? And I couldn't answer it. I had no answer for that question. Because I was promoting the exact same company as everyone else. I was just in this ocean of affiliates, and I didn't have anything that was unique. So I started to think to myself, okay, well, what are all the top earners doing? Not what do they say they're doing, but what do they actually do? And I started to study them. In fact, I started to go to live events just so I could meet them. This is a photo taken at the Venetian back in 2010. Okay, so the Venetian on the Strip. This was one of my first live events. And I went there as an attendee. I wasn't making much money at all at the time. But I took my camera and, you know, I was the guy going up to all the speakers, the gurus, and I was saying, can I get my picture taken next to you? I wasn't making any money at the time. And this guy here, this is Dagan Smith. So at the time he was making about $200,000 a month. And I thought of this guy as a god because I thought, wow, if he can make that kind of money, that's incredible. The ironic thing is today he's one of our Platinum Mastermind members and he promotes Mobe. Okay, but back then he didn't know me and I just went to these live events to learn what are they actually doing. And what I started to notice about these people, you might recognize some of them. This guy, this is before he started Empower, Empower Network, David Wood. But even long before all that happened, what I noticed about all these top earners was that they had their own products. They had their own information marketing business, and they promoted that on the front end, and then they promoted their program, whether it was like Mobe or some other program, they would promote that on the back end. So I started to think to myself, I thought, I need to do that. Okay, I need to do that. And that's what I started to do. As soon as I got home from that live event, I created my very first product. Who in this room struggles with procrastination? Be honest, who struggles with that a little bit? Okay, there's probably no one in this room right now who struggles more with procrastination than me. Do you believe me? No, you don't. But believe me, I really struggle with procrastination. In 2009, I decided to write my first ebook. 2 years later, I still had not done it. Okay, I'd written less than 1 page. So I really struggle with procrastination. Now here's the tip I'm going to give you. If you know that you struggle with procrastination, you're probably never going to change that. Okay, that's not something you're going to wake up tomorrow and suddenly be able to change. You're always going to have that. So how do you fix that? You create external circumstances that lock you in and that force you to take action. You have a deadline and you have public accountability. And that completely erases any procrastination tendencies you have. So what I did, when I knew that I wanted to create my first product, I thought, if I try and map out this entire course, if I try and write this entire course, I'm not going to get this done. I'm going to try and get it perfect, and 6 months from now, it's still not going to be complete. So I went on Facebook and I said to the world, I said, next Monday, I'm going to be doing a live training webinar. And I'm going to teach you how to do email marketing. And it's going to be the first of a 7-part series. Okay, there's going to be 7 series, and I'm going to do one every night. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. How much work do you think I'd done at that point on this course? Nothing. I'd done absolutely nothing. So as soon as I posted that, what do you think my next thought was? I thought, what have I got myself into here? And people started commenting. They started saying, oh, Matt, you're so kind. You're offering this training for free. Thank you so much. And I thought, okay, well, now I have to go and create it. So I did that maybe on a Thursday. That means that I had about 5 days, or I had about 4 days to the next Monday to deliver this first webinar. Now, that first webinar was at 9 p.m. Sydney time. You know what I did? I procrastinated. And I got to Monday morning, and I still had not done a single thing. And thoughts started going through my mind like, maybe I should just cancel it. Maybe I should cancel it. I don't have enough time. But then I thought to myself, you've got over 10 people who've registered for this webinar. If you cancel, you're going to look like an idiot. You've got to do it. So I started frantically getting this PowerPoint presentation ready. And literally about 2 minutes before the webinar was due to start, I'm still doing my slides. So I start the webinar about 10 minutes late. And I apologize for being late. And sure enough, there's about 5 people on the live call. And I deliver that first webinar training, and I get to the end of it, and I think to myself, that was just okay. It wasn't perfect. I could have done that a lot better. But here's something I want you to write down, all of you. In this business, in all businesses, good enough is good enough. If you try and get everything perfect, you're never going to execute, because in the time it takes to make something 100% perfect, the extra marginal returns that you get outweigh the extra time that you have to invest. If I was to get that perfect, it would have taken me many weeks to get it done. So I would rather have something done at 70% perfection and get it out there and have it actually make me money than wait until it's perfect and never execute. So I did that webinar. I wasn't 100% happy with it, but the funny thing is people actually commented to me and they said, that was great. That was really a great training. So that night I stayed, I edited the entire thing, and I had my first module 1 of the course, and I thought, great, 6 more to go. So the next morning I get into the office, again, I haven't done a single thing. Once more, 5 minutes before that webinar is due to start, I'm frantically doing my slides. That night I do module 2, and I do that for an entire week. And at the end of that week, I felt like I'd conquered Mount Everest or something like that. I thought, wow, I've finally done my first product. It was a great feeling. It wasn't perfect, but it was done. And that product was called My Email Marketing Empire. So the next thing I did is I got all the graphics designed. I went on 99designs.com, and I paid a couple $100, and they did a few more graphics than that. They did the logo, all of that. But then I had my first product. And then someone actually brought it. Someone brought it. I remember sitting on the bus. At the time I didn't have a car. I remember sitting on the bus looking at my iPhone, and I remember the first $97 payment. It was on a 2-pay payment plan. The first $97 payment of that course came in. I'd sold my first information product. Okay, so that was really exciting. Funny thing is, people started referring to me now as a guru. And in my mind, I wasn't a guru. I just created my first product. But they started to refer to me as a guru. So what do you think I did? I went and created the next product. The very next month, I created this one, How to Build a Funded Proposal. And I did it the same way, 7 modules over 7 nights. I then did the next one the next month. This was a very busy time, okay? I put in a lot of work, but before I knew it, I had 4 products. Okay, I'd done my very first 4 products. This was, again, 2010, 2011. And I actually got invited to go and speak on someone's stage at an internet marketing event. For the first time in my life, they said, would you like to come and speak on stage? And I said, you don't mean me, right? And they said, yes, I mean you. And so this guy, Jonathan Budd, he'd done $14 million at the time. He invites me to speak on his stage. I fly all the way to San Diego, speak for 90 minutes, about the most terrifying 90 minutes of my life, and then things just went out of control. People saw the video, and now they really started to think, wow, this guy's a guru. Now here's what happened around this time. People started to message me, and they started to say, I want to work with you. Whatever you're doing, I want to do. How do I get involved? How do I work with you? Who would like that in their own business right now? Put your hand up if you would like that. Would you like to have people actually reach out to you, message you on Facebook, send you emails, call you and say, how do I work with you? In other words, can I give you some money? Can I buy your products? Can I get started in whatever program you're in? That's what we call attraction marketing. Okay, so you go from being the hunter to being the hunted. Okay, people chase after you. You no longer have to go and beg and try and convince people to get involved in what you're doing. People come after you. And that only happens once you start to build your own information marketing business. So after that, guys, I started to create more expensive products. This was my first $2,000 program, my first ebook. And then I also started to learn, how do you create courses without doing any work? Now this you might be interested in. This course, Traffic Masters Academy, this is a great training product. I did no work to create this, except I recorded 1 or 2 videos at the start. But all the videos were done by our top affiliates. So this is where you learn to leverage the efforts of other people. This course here, Mob Licensing Kit, I literally did not lift a finger to create this course. It sells for $300. I paid another guy, I paid him $5,000. That might seem like a lot of money to you, or maybe it doesn't, I'm not sure. But he did all the work creating the course. He got the sales that are done, but I got to put my name on it. Okay, so there's actually ways that you can create courses without doing any work. And this is something we teach at the Diamond Mastermind. We actually teach you how to go and create your own courses and also how to do it when you can leverage the expertise of other people. So I want you to write this down. Your own information marketing business can give you the ultimate freedom. I'm living proof of that. When you have your own information marketing business, everything else becomes so much easier. When you have your own products, when you have your own webinars, all these things, and it's got your name on it, promoting mode, promoting any business you want becomes really, really easy. So we come back to this question. Why should someone choose to do business with you? Well, if you have your own products and if you can demonstrate your own expertise, they see that and there's your answer. They want to work with you. Okay, so let's talk about how you can actually do this. Positioning devices. Write this down. Positioning devices make your customers chase you. You no longer have to chase your customers. They come after you. So what's a positioning device? A positioning device is something that lets people know your expertise, your position in the marketplace, what you bring to the table. And it's all carefully designed by you. Okay, it doesn't happen by accident. You craft your positioning in your marketing. A lot of people think that you have to wait for the market to come to you and tell you that you're the guru or you're the expert. It doesn't work that way. Instead, you give yourself the title and then you live up to it. Okay? Then you live up to it. And people often ask me, they say, Matt, when should I go and start doing my own webinars? When should I create my own product? Do you know what my answer is? Right now. And they say to me, well, how do I know if I'm ready? Who's ever wondered that before? How do you know if you're ready? Here's what a mentor told me back in 2010, and I'll never forget it. He said, you're ready when you say you're ready. That's it. You're ready when you say you're ready. So for you to create your first product, you're ready when you say you're ready. You could get started doing that right today. Okay, you could. When you have your own information marketing business, when you have your own positioning devices, what happens is leads come to you, and we call this the 4 Ps of marketing. These leads come to you, and they are predisposed to do business with you. They are pre-interested in what you have. They're pre-qualified, and they are pre-motivated. They've gone through your marketing process, and by the time they get to you, it acts as a screening filter. Okay, so only the best quality leads actually get through to you. Okay, and those are the ones that you work with. Let's have a look at a few examples here. So Michelle Pesco-Salido. Does Michelle promote MOB? Does she promote MOB? On the front end, no, she actually doesn't. Michelle, she's made I think $930,000. Michelle and Bill, her partner, they promote Michelle and Bill. They promote their own training. Rarely will you have them or will you hear them doing a webinar where they're selling MTTB. Most of the time they're selling their own training. So Michelle, for example, she will have her own courses on Facebook marketing. You can actually find some of them on Mobe Marketplace. Okay, but she will actually promote her brand, her business first, and then once she's got a customer, then she promotes Mobe on the back end. That's been her strategy for the last 2 years, and that's allowed her to make over $900,000. John Chow. Now John, on the front end, John promotes John. Okay, John promotes John Chow. You saw him up here on stage the other day, and what's he doing? He's talking about his books, he's talking about his brand. That's what John promotes on the front end. So your first interaction with John is usually through his blog. And everything's about his brand and getting his programs. He's got this ebook where you will get this ebook, and then inside the ebook, that's where he promotes Mobe. But on the front end, he doesn't promote Mobe. One of the reasons why he doesn't do that is because that's what everyone else is doing. Everyone else is promoting Mobe on the front end. So to make himself stand out and to offer something truly unique, John promotes his brand. He's the only one who can promote that. No one else can go and promote John Chow. Only he can do that. So it makes him completely unique. What if you promoted just yourself? What if you promoted your own brand or your products? Could anyone copy you? No. It's like you have your own monopoly on your own brand. Okay, so you promote yourself, your brand first, and then you offer Mobe on the back end. Dagan Smith. I don't think Dagan has ever sent out an email promoting Mobe. But he's made over $300,000 in Mobe. And the way that he's done it is he promotes his own brand, his own products on the front end, and then on his thank you page, after they buy those products, that's where he promotes Mobe. So again, he's got his own business. Even Shakir, $2.9 million, 27 years old in the UK. He does promote Mobe occasionally, but most of the time he promotes himself. You see his smiling face everywhere. Yeah, he's what I call a shameless promoter. Carolyn and Mian, same thing, okay? So let's have a look at some of the tools that they use and that you can use to start promoting your own business. Number one, webinars. Okay, you can start doing your own webinars. A lot of you don't do webinars because you think it's too technical, or you don't know what to say, you don't know what content you would teach. But when you see other people doing webinars, what do you think of those people? Do you think that they're brand new? Or do you think that they're more of an expert? You think they're more of an expert. Well, I've had people completely brand new who've been involved in my mentorship programs, and I've literally made them do their first webinar. Okay, I've made them do their first webinar within a couple of days. Completely brand new. Just by virtue of doing your own webinar, suddenly your status is elevated. Now you look like the guru. Even though you don't say that, just by mere fact that you're actually doing a webinar, now you stand head and shoulders above everyone else. Professional videos. Do you think that if you had your own professional high-definition videos, just like the gurus have, do you think that you would look more of an expert, more of an authority figure? Absolutely you would. Your own product. I mean, look, imagine if you had your own book. If you had your own book, you suddenly look like the guru. You have your own product. Not everyone has their own product. This is something truly unique to you. Okay, so these are some of the things that you can do. Now, it's a lot of work. Would you agree that writing your own book is a lot of work? It is a lot of work. Okay, ask me how I know how. It's a lot of work. But what if someone was to do it all for you? What if someone was to help you create that first product? To help you do that first webinar? To do all your videos, your photos, everything, help you build your entire business. Do you think that would make it a lot easier for you to get ahead? Absolutely it would. Okay, and that's exactly what the new Diamond Mastermind is going to be about. It's not just going to be about a self-branded sales funnel anymore. It's going to be about building an entire information marketing business. Everything. Okay, products, funnels, front-end products, back-end products, follow-up sequences, all of that we will actually do with you at the Diamond Mastermind. Okay, so the main outcome is you're going to have your own highly profitable information marketing business at the end. Everything, okay, completely done for you. Your own $1 million sales funnel, and we're also going to talk about your exit strategy too. If you ever get to the point where one day you want to sell your business, if you do, Diamond will teach you how to do that. Okay? Now, Diamond's not for everyone. Diamond is for people who, number one, are committed. It's for people who are willing to put in the time. If you're only willing to put in, say, 15 minutes a day into this business, I'll tell you right now, Diamond is not the right program for you. This is for people who are prepared to invest real time, real energy into their business. And if your aspirations are to make less than $100,000 per year, I would tell you that Diamond's not for you. Diamond's for the big thinkers. Okay, it's for the people who want to take this all the way. It's for the people who want to have their own information marketing business and have it be their main income vehicle that sets them up for retirement. Okay, that's exactly who Diamond's for. So Diamond is done over 10 days. It's over 10 days, 11 nights. We go and stay at some of the nicest resorts in the world. We've now done 3 Diamond Masterminds. Our 4th one is coming up in about 3 weeks in Jamaica. Who's coming to Jamaica? Show of hands. Okay. Hope you guys are excited because we've got about 100 people coming, including guests. It's going to be full on. Jamaica is completely sold out. That's the bad news. Even if you wanted to go to Jamaica right now, it's completely sold out. But don't worry, there's more. So Diamond's going to show you how to sell your business and have the biggest payday of your life, how to create your own exit strategy, how to put everything together so you can package your business and you can sell it off. Where do you find buyers? How do you get it to the point where it's ready to be sold? The legal side of it, all of that is covered. That's just part of it. How to get the best price possible for it. Okay, so when you exit, you can have that $1 million payday. What do you do after you close that sale? Well, you actually go and start your own information marketing business, and you consult other people in your niche. Okay, so we'll show you how to do that, how to create your own products, your own sales funnels, all of that. Here's an example of a sales funnel. Now, I know when you look at this, it looks very complicated, but this is actually one of the sales funnels that we build for clients when they come to Diamond. So it's got the front end, the lead capture page, sales page, automated webinar, coaching program, all of that. Okay, and at Diamond, we take you through this step by step. Here's another sales funnel. So this is really what Diamond is. It builds your entire business, the entire thing for you. Here's an example of what having a good information marketing business can do for you. What you're looking at here, this is the sales funnel for a guy called Tony Robbins. Who's heard of Tony Robbins? All of you. You know, Tony Robbins, all of his companies combined do multiple billions of dollars in revenue per year. Not many people know that, but they actually do over $1 billion in revenue. And his main company, his main personal development company, this is their sales funnel. So it starts off, he's got his online TV show, he's got his speaking engagements. If you want to get Tony Robbins to come and speak on stage at your live event, do you know how much you have to pay him? It's a lot. The figure, I believe, is several $100,000. Actually, is Paul Mahoney here? Paul knows because Paul just had him go to someone else's seminar. I think Paul told me it was literally $1 million. It's a lot. Okay, it's a ridiculous amount. But when he does go and speak on stage, that's the start of his sales funnel. Or when he sells one of his books, like, what is it, Money Mastery? Who's read that book? That's the start of his front end, for his funnel. Now from there, you go to his seminars. Now his seminars range from $15 to a few $100s, but then they have their back-end seminars as well. So Unleash the Power Within. That's a famous Tony Robbins seminar. Okay, and then at the end of it, he's got his high-ticket coaching programs. Now these are multiple six-figure investments. So this is where he will sell a $100,000 program, $200,000, and right up. Okay, so this is high-level coaching. But Tony Robbins has created a life of complete financial freedom through his own information marketing business. You can do the same. Now, you can do it on a much smaller level if you want, okay, because you're not going to go and be Tony Robbins tomorrow. But starting where you are right now, you can start to create your own simple sales funnels that can give you true financial freedom. So at Diamond, we show you how to do all of this. And in fact, we even help you do it. We show you how to get paid as a consultant. Okay, how to get top dollar, how to get paid up to $5,000 per hour as a consultant. Who likes the sound of that? $5,000 cash for an hour of your time. Now, some of you might not even think that's possible. With the right positioning, with the right sales funnel, it actually is. So we share with you how you can do things like that. How to earn good returns investing in other businesses in your niche. We show you how to do that all at Diamond. There's a lot, okay? We go through it all at Diamond. Too fast for you to take pictures, but there's a lot. Okay, and we'll give this to you in writing a little bit later on as well. Now at Diamond, we also will give you access to a few new events that we're working on. One of those events we're working on is a 3-day live training where you can become a speaker. Now, not all of you want to do this, but I know some of you do. Who wants to become a speaker? Okay, some of you love the idea of being up here on stage. Some of you love the idea of being able to sell from the stage and make 50,000, 100,000, those kind of numbers. Good speakers can do that. Okay, so we're actually going to be putting together a live training event where you will learn how to do that. Russell Whitney, I mean, he's been doing selling from the stage now for over a decade. He's sold tens of millions of dollars from the stage. He is incredibly good at it. He's going to be one of the head trainers at this event. So he will show you how to do it, how to structure a sales presentation, how to get gigs, so how do you get invited on other people's stages, all of those things. How to fill your own seminar rooms if you want to. So if you want to start doing your own live events in your local area, how do you promote the live event? Everything. We're going to be doing a 3-day training product on how to create your own products from scratch. So if you want to go and write your own book, we'll show you how to do that. If you want to create an online video course, we'll show you how to do that. And the last one, this is the one I'm most excited about. This is brand new. I'm going to be teaching this, your own affiliate program. Now this is something that, without sounding arrogant, I can tell you that this is the one thing that I know how to do really well. How to put together your own high-ticket affiliate marketing program so you can have an entire army of affiliates promoting your products, promoting your brand. When you have your own affiliate program, you go to sleep at night and you've got these affiliates all around the world promoting your pages, bringing you sales. How much do you have to pay them? You pay them a percentage of the results they produce. So in other words, if you have an affiliate and they don't produce results, how much do you pay them? Nothing. So when you have your own affiliate program, it's a very safe business model. It's incredibly safe because, for example, let's say you've got your own product and it's $1,000 and you pay out a 40% commission. You only pay them the $400 when they produce a $1,000 sale. You pay them out of the money that they actually bring to you. So at this 3-day summit, I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to show you the technical side of it, so what affiliate programs to use, how to find people to handle all the technical side of it. I mean, do you think that I'm setting up HAS offers and doing all of that? I don't touch that. I wouldn't know how to do that. I have a tech team that does that. So I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you how to motivate affiliates, how to do contests, how to get them excited to promote. I mean, this book, we've sold almost 4,000 copies of this book. That was all through affiliates, getting affiliates excited about promoting the book. So I'm going to share with you exactly how you can do that for your own products. When we help you create your own products at Diamond, this is the ultimate leverage. You have your own affiliate program, it is the ultimate leverage. And I'm telling you that from personal experience. Every day when I wake up, Mobe has got between 1,200 and 2,500 leads that have come in completely passively, all through affiliates. Imagine if you had that. So I hope you enjoyed that. We covered a lot in that segment. I want to finish this step by just talking about one important concept, and that is when you're brand new and you don't have a lot of experience, you haven't yet made a lot of money in the industry, you might think, well, what can I offer people? Why should they work with me? And hopefully in that last segment, you get a lot of ideas. But one final piece of advice that I want to give you is that what you have to offer right now is already more than enough. Okay, your unique self, you've got something that no one else can offer. And I know that sounds a little bit whimsical, but it's the truth. When I first started, I was in my young 20s. I had very little life experience because I hadn't even really started a real business at that point. I'd had lots of little hobby businesses, but back then I was still in university and most of my prospects were, they were in their 40s, 50s, 60s. They had a lot more life experience. So I used to have a lot of self-doubt and I used to think, well, why would they want to work with me? Why would they want to join this company through me, a guy who's 21, 22 years old, hasn't yet got a lot of results, has no experience, when they can go and partner with someone else who has a lot more success under their belt? Why would they want to work with me? And here's what I realized in this industry. people don't necessarily want to work with the top earner or the guru. They want to work with someone who they feel like they have a connection with and someone who they feel like actually cares about their success. You know, when I first started in this industry, I already told you this story, but I had a choice between two different affiliates or two different reps from two different companies. One of them was making $50,000 a month. The other one, I didn't even ask how much they were making. I later found out they were making nothing, but I ended up choosing the other one. And the only reason that I chose to work with her was because she was from a farm, I was from a farm, and on that first phone call we had together, there was an immediate connection. I didn't feel like she was trying to sell me or hype up the business and try and convince me. She was letting me ask questions. She was giving me authentic answers. And I felt like, you know, if I work with this lady, she's actually going to work with me and assist me, and I think she's going to support me and be on my side. I felt more comfortable with her than the other $50,000 per month earner. So the point I'm trying to make here is that when you go and start marketing and building your business, you already are enough and you should just be yourself. Don't try and be some fancy internet marketing guru and adopt this fake persona. You don't need to do that. You just be yourself, just like I am here in front of you doing this video. Whenever people come to our masterminds and our live events and they meet me, they say, you're exactly how you are in your videos, and that's the truth. Okay, I really am. I don't try and put on this fake persona. I used to when I first started out, and it backfired. It was just incongruent and it didn't really connect with people. So now I just be myself, and that naturally attracts certain people to me because they can relate to me. You can and you should just be yourself. One of my favorite quotes is, be yourself, everyone else is taken. And it was Oscar Wilde who said that. Be yourself in your marketing. So the action steps for today, here's what I want you to do. This is my little assignment for you. If you don't yet have a professional branding photo, at a bare minimum, that's the first thing you need to do. You need to get a really professional headshot done, because when you start marketing your business, you want to look professional. You don't want to look like you took your photo on your iPhone and it's got the black bars down the side and it's blurry. Get a professional branding photo, okay? Put your best foot forward when you're marketing your business. The other thing I want you to do is I want you to start developing your unique selling proposition. So what makes you different? What makes you different than anyone else? What can you offer, and what are your unique selling points? Now, in the Top Earners Extra training, I put a lot of additional videos there for you that will help you on these topics, so go ahead and watch those too. In Step 19, we're going to look at your exit strategy. I'm going to talk to you about what's taught at the Diamond Mastermind and also a few additional tips for getting your business up and running once you get through these 21 steps. So go ahead, take action, make sure you reach out to your coach as well, and I will see you in the very next step.